trust your hustle when you can, homeboy. It's nothing personal. Never ending like the range of human and passion endeavored. I remember through the sender's own exploding eyes. If it cries, tie a rose in her hair. Wake up so the makeup covering up your breakup can bear. Despair brings in jealousy just for conversation, explaining himself in your ear full of exaggeration. Public housing wakes me up in the morn, and it's a fine way to feel so deformed, or so he warned. I hate your album even more when it's performed like your live show sucks. You know who I am, I know who you are, but with 16 of you on stage, you won't go far. Star, you know who I am, I know who you are, but with 9 of you up on stage, you won't go far. I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of inspirations. Have you ever felt this way? I called the Tambourine Man. Early that morning I was running out of aspiration. Have you ever felt this way? I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of aspirations. Have you ever felt that way? I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of inspiration. Have you ever felt this way?
Lost my vision on a gander through the land of the blind, on my way to meet the king who was the man with one eye, speaking to the ground, always muttering his clustered words, flustered. Which way is Oz from here? To St. Kansas, though. Traveled on a bearing vessel, crossed the ocean to a barren land. Only fear was to steer the anchor from settling in the sand. Backpack full of winnings, new beginnings in his bag, with nothing to lose but his own inspiration. Dedication and temptation came to meet him at the shoreline. Here's an hourly wage, an aspiration, and some more time. No excuses, the prisoner was sent on his way. Freedom to explore as long as he returned the next day. If we could just get your signature, we'll quickly install this limiter. Then we can monitor your progress like a machine. You're fit to dream, wander, process, go retain some information. But don't tell us where you're going, cause we know where you've been. I called the Tambourine Man early this morning. I was running out of inspirations. Have you ever felt that way? I called the Tambourine Man early this morning. I was running out of aspirations. Have you ever felt that way? I called the Tambourine Man early this morning. I was running out of inspirations. Have you ever felt that way? I called the Tambourine Man early this morning. I was running out of aspirations. Have you ever felt that way?
Yeah, cause it's easy to see from my convention to be one's own eventual glee, loving what I know has been killing me. Cause at the moment when its fingers start splitting my rib cage open, I feel broken, choking tearfully. It's all right here for me to overlook too fearfully, consumed by what appears to me, assumed but not as cheerfully. We lived in here for me, the surface was your callous throne. Shallow's a Tinkerbell clone handing me the stone. I'm going home tonight without the drunken women. I paid for conversation, break me off some information. At the ass end of creation, from the cup of Adam's dripping exclamation, this constellation may appear something more, where there's plenty poor, free-flowing spear chucker, highball acquaintances to ignore, fucker. I'd like to wake up on the beach with a can of empty bleach and a peaceful, accomplished feeling inside. I really woke up in the ditch, hungover without my grits or a Coke for the long walk home, bro. And I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of aspirations. Have you ever felt that way? I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of inspiration. Have you ever felt this way? I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of aspirations. Have you ever felt that way? I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning cause I was running out of inspiration.
I know an angel who's a sinner and a devil who's a god. I've met a princess who's a demon and a hero who's a fraud. I've been robbed by a good Samaritan, blessed by a ruthless murderer, healed by a sick man, and received gifts from petty burglars. I've been taken in by a homeless man this evening who cared for me when my car broke down. Thank you. I've seen war at a peace rally and clowns at a funeral and deaf rappers still capable to hear sound. Who the fuck is that? I know that I'm nowhere near the purest soul in town. As a child, I even stole from the lost and found. Things are often looking up because I'm always on the ground. The bigger I fall, I've learned the longer it takes to get up. What's wrong with 21 years old and still I get told to grow up. The most important event of my life, and hours late I'd show up. I think I've seen a lot for a young buck, but don't know shit about today. But I know that I'm not fucked, cause my ambition's still okay. I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of inspirations.
Have you ever felt that way? I called the Tambourine Man. Early this morning I was running out of aspirations.
Have you ever felt this way?